I'm Rudy Christian. I'm president of the Christian and Son Incorporated, a company my wife and I run together. I have in the past been the president of the Timber Framers Guild. I've been the executive director of the Preservation Trades Network, and I've been the president of Friends of Ohio Barns, and I have been part of the steering committee for the traditional timber frame research and advisory committee. I'm kind of a nonprofit junkie, but in reality my profession is taking care of historic buildings and studying my particular trade, which is timber framing, as extensively as I can so that I can understand all of the knowledge that I could possibly absorb in my life. So to me it was a real joy to be able to come and look at this building and see how they had done the work in 1869 in Iowa, which I've never looked at an 1869 Iowa building before. I'm very impressed with the foundation, extremely strong, very durable. Limestone foundation, bedded well in lime-based mortar. Very little work has been done to incorporate Portland cement on the inside. Obviously there is on the outside, but it does not appear to have done any damage at all to speak of. The windows are all wood windows. Some of them are late 20th century, some are early 20th century, but none of them are replacement windows, which is a great place to start on doing the window restorations. The roof system is incredibly structurally sound. For a building that old and the different types of roof systems that would have been incorporated over the years, it has done a very good job, each one of those systems, of keeping it dry so that there isn't damage from rot or deterioration. So from my perspective, it's a building that was built well to begin with. It was meant to show people what a well-built building looks like. It was clearly decorated at very high-end standards so that people could get the feeling of what a really quality building was when they walked into it. Obviously it was meant to incorporate the workmanship that is at the highest level into everything that was done. And I think the thing that really struck me was that when they did come in 50 years later roughly and make modifications to the building, they did it in the style of and with great respect for the people that did the work in the first place. So we haven't seen what so many buildings see, which is tampering with them, using modern materials and doing things that are irreversible. That did not occur with that building. So it's very sound, in my opinion, in very good condition. And I think a new use needs to be found for it because it's deserving of it.
My name is Goyette. I'm a restoration preservation consultant craftsman, reside in Gothenburg, Iowa. And I've been involved in the restoration preservation of historic structures since 1978. I spent some time as restoration superintendent at Old World, Wisconsin. I was there 14 years. I worked as a member of the Taliesin Preservation Commission for 2 years, and a small private restoration contracting firm in the Milwaukee metropolitan area for 14 years. I've spent the last 30 years of my life plus doing restoration work on historic structures. And I certainly concur with everything Rudy said. I was especially impressed by the structural integrity of the building, both from the foundation. As Rudy said, high content lime mortar, very little repair work done with modern Portland cement. The exterior wall system, very sound. The roofing system, the roof framing system, the sheathing is all in real good shape. I also was very impressed by reading a little bit about the history of the building is that the building has been a part of this community, and the funds for constructing the building were raised by the members of the community, not by the Baptist organization, the Baptist Seminary organization. And it's a very integral part of the community, and it certainly is a building that is subject to good rehabilitation and preferably on site. Moving the building could present some problems in the fact that it would increase the cost considerably due to the size and height of the building, and setting a masonry building like that on top of a new modern foundation also could be an issue. But I think it's a very, very exceptionally good building.